Hi, in this video, I will demonstrate how to construct a grouped frequency distribution. We have identified that we desire to have 7 classes. We begin the process by first computing the range. The range is the highest value minus the lowest value. For this set of data, the highest value is 106, the lowest value is 5. So the range is 101. We now calculate the class width. Remember, the class width is the value that separates each class. To calculate the class width, we divide the range by the number of classes. We've already calculated the range, it's 101, and we've identified that we desire 7 classes. 101 divided by 7 is 14.42. We typically first compute a decimal value. Remember to always round up to the next whole number. So the class width is 15. We then have to construct our table. We should have 4 columns. The headings of the columns are class, class boundaries, tally, and frequencies. Under class, we begin to construct our 7 classes, beginning with the lower limits. The first lower limit is always the lowest value, 5. We then repeatedly add 15 until we generate all the other lower limits. So 15 plus 5 is 20, 20 plus 15 is 35, and so on. Next, we determine the upper class limits. The first upper class limit is the second lower class limit minus 1. So in this example, we take 20 minus 1 is 19. And from that point on, we just repeatedly add the class width, 15. 19 plus 15 is 34. 34 plus 15 is 49, and so on. We have now grouped the data values into 7 classes. Our next step is we compute the class boundary limits. To do this, we subtract 0.5 from each lower limit and add 0.5 to each upper limit. So, for example, 0.5 from 5 is 4.5, and then 0.5 added to 19 is 19.5. And we repeat that process for all the other class limits. The next step is to tally the data. So we would have to go back to the original data set, and we have to identify which group each data value belongs to. The first data value was 51. We can see that 51 falls in this 4th group. We would then place a tally mark indicating that, and we repeat that process for all the other data values until they're all accounted for. The final step is to add up the tally marks for each class. So we can see that for the first class, we have 6 data values that fall into that class. For the second class, we have 5 data values that fall into that class, and so on. Once we have our table completed, we are now ready to analyze the data and then to construct graphs based on the distribution. Thanks for watching this video.